If you're a Marvel fan and you're looking for collector's items for your display at home, then you need to consider this LEGO set here. So today, I'll be speed building this LEGO Art Iron Man set here so that you'll exactly know what to expect before getting the set. So without further ado, let's dive into it. In recent years, LEGO has been increasing the number of sets they have aimed at adults, and one of those is the LEGO Art product range, which was initially released in August of this year. Here you will create portraits using LEGO 1x1 round tiles, which gives you a totally new LEGO experience. So as mentioned earlier, we will be covering the Iron Man LEGO Art set today, which is obviously licensed by Marvel, part of their 18+ range, set number 31199 and 3,167 pieces all in all. So the set here gives you three different options, right? The one here on the box, the second one here, and also the Hulk Buster. So really different options. Now let's take a look at the back of the box. So here you'll see the finished product on the wall. These are the three different portraits again. And here you will see on this side exactly how it looks like when you're going to build it. You'll see the different dots there and also a soundtrack in case you want to listen to a podcast while building the set. Now let's go ahead to the most exciting part, which is opening the box and seeing the inside. Of course, I'm not surprised here. We see the usual suspects. We see the manual, we see the LEGO pieces. But to begin with, let's start looking inside the manual. To be honest, I'm really curious to see if there's more information than just instructions, and it seems that's indeed the case, so I'm glad. Here you'll see the finished products, which we talked about earlier. So it says here the man in the armor, so I guess it's about Tony Stark. And here's information on the different Iron Man suits that are there, which is obviously featured by the set. Like for example the Hulk Buster or this one here. Here are the set's designers and also info on why the 1x1 LEGO circles were used. Now this feature here is cool because LEGO actually included a podcast that you could listen to while building the set, which I really think is a good idea. Here you can use this tool to actually take out the dots, and here are the instructions of the different portraits. My first observation is it looks totally different from what I'm used to when building LEGO sets. And I think you really need to have good eyesight here because as you can see, you are really using very small pieces here. Now let me show you as well the other pages of the instructions here to give you a better picture of what you can expect. You can see the behind, I guess, of the portrait. And here on this page is actually interesting. As you can see here, they call it the ultimate build, where if you have three different types of these sets together, you can combine them to make one big set, which I think is really cool. If I just had the budget, I would definitely go for those three. Now let's go ahead and take out all the LEGO pieces and see what's in store for us. As you can see, there are a lot of different small packs here, different colors. Now this is definitely probably more than 10 packs all in all, probably 13-14 packs in total. And I really need to make a system here on how I'm going to be taking out these pieces while building them later on one by one. Here it houses all the support structures of the portrait from the corners to the sides. And also on this back here, you will see all the connectors that are being used to connect the different parts of the portrait together. Here inside, you will see the different base plates that are going to be used as a base of the whole portrait itself. As you can see, these are all stacked together. These are three base plates combined into three to fit inside a box. You know what, I'm really surprised with everything that I'm seeing here right now when it comes to the LEGO packs that I'm taking out from the set here. Because when you think about it, taking all of these out, you would not even imagine that all of this would combine into Iron Man. So definitely kudos to LEGO for coming up with this idea, because I think this is a really great one and I'm really looking forward to building this set. As I mentioned earlier, it can also be very difficult to complete the set due to the fact that almost all the LEGO pieces in the set are sized exactly the same. And that's not the end of it. Some colors only have a slight difference between each other, and as a matter of fact, I had to redo a couple of plates because of this. I was able to solve this problem by coming up with a system where I separated each piece by color, number, and put them in labeled containers. So if you don't want to have a headache when building the set, I advise you to do exactly the same as I did. Out of the three options that you can build here in terms of portraits, for me, what I really like the most is the one on the rightmost part because it really looks like the most badass version for me. I also like the Hulkbuster here, but the one that I hate the most is the one on the top left because if you look at it, it looks like a very sad Iron Man. So it's finally on my desk now, and if you don't know the story about it, is really, this is my current workstation, right? And before in the past, this was just plain empty. Nothing here at all. It was just monotonous. Whenever I'm working here, it's just boring. And so I thought of adding something that adds spice to my display here, in my table at least. So I said, I'm gonna buy the Iron Man Lego art set here. And look at it now, no regrets at all. It's bursting with life, full of colors, and really wow. I'm also a very big Marvel fan, and having Iron Man just beside me while I'm working, I can't complain about that, right? And also, if you're a Marvel collector, wow, this is a unique item to have in your display. And it also depends on you how you want to display it, right? You want to have it on your wall by your table, or you could just hang it on your wall as well. So it really gives you different options. If you're a big Marvel fan, definitely a must buy. So just in case, I also took a look at the current customer reviews on its page on the LEGO website, and it actually is not doing so bad, with 4 out of 5 stars coming from 28 reviews, and 86% said that they would recommend the set. If you enjoyed this video, please support the channel by sharing it to some of your friends who are interested in sets like these, and of course, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments. That's all I have for today. See you till the next video.